So what we got? So we need to do CallRail situation here. So CallRail section here. For this to start working on it, we need the destination number. The destination number tested. So that's prerequisite. And then we need Google Analytics created the measurement ID, right?
Okay.
And then we need we need the API key once we create the measurement ID. But okay, so we have first we have to go to CallRail. You have access to CallRail, by the way.
I have access to CallRail. I'm not sure if I'm able to create a call pool. Let's see here. Oh, I can.
So
Let's
go
do
to
that.
Smash. Go to Smash Today. Then you go settings.
In Smash Today, we go create and a user, right?
User, no. Go to settings, integrations, select the company, and then you have blue button, create company.
Gotcha. So settings.
And then, so then you have your company name, APC Institute, your time zone, always East time, primary phone number, that's your tested destination phone number.
That I just tested before the call, that they answered.
Add users, typically you don't have to, but you can actually just skip this stuff. You don't need to do anything in this stage. Create the company. So now next step, create tracking numbers. So then you have to go to the company that you just created, which is what's it? APS Institute. So we're going to create two type of tracking, right? Two types of tracking number. The pool, it's for the website. The way how it works, it rotates the numbers for each individual user. So each user sees their own number and calls them. The CallRail connects the call with user session on the website and using the same timestamp. And this is how the call is associated with a visitor session on the website. So the first thing to create is to create the pool of numbers. So we click online on my website, close keywords web sessions. This is already pre-populated for us because we just inserted from, for the campaign. Tracking options. We can start with all visitors. Website pool setup. 4 numbers are fine. A lot of times 305 number area code is not available. So the second available, Miami area code is 786, right? So we have website pool, repopulated name, 786 number, 4 tracking numbers. Number features. So that's a whisper message that client hears when they receive the call, right? Call from, and then the system populates where the call is coming from, either Google Ads or Facebook or whatever source is recorded on the website, right? So it inserts the website here. The message that clients hear is call from Google Ads, for example. The recording message, usually we typically record the calls. If we record the calls, we have to let customer know that we're recording the calls. So in rare cases when clients already have the warning that call has been recorded, this is why you call the number first. And if you hear, when you call, if you hear that call is, or there is already warning that call is already recorded. So if you hear this warning, you have to uncheck that. If you don't hear this warning, you check that, because we have to have legally we require to let customer know that code is recorded.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Is
Activate
that,
track. Question?
is that Florida specific? Do we have to tell them, or
The what?
that's nationwide, right? That we have to tell them that the call is recorded? Like it's
Yeah,
varies.
it's a legal requirement in the entire United States, yes.
Gotcha.
So the website pool is created. Now another phone number that we need is calls from the ads. So that's the number that we use to add on the ads themselves. And when people click, they call directly from the ad copy without visiting the website. For that, we don't need pool, so we just need one single phone tracking number. So you already tried to create a number, use it online, use it somewhere else. It's not a website number. Yes, in an ad extension, yes. And on desktop and mobile devices, right? On both on desktop, both on destination number is already pre-populated, number setup. Let's see if we have some 305s. All right, so we have 305 number available. Call it Google Ads click to call, right? So this is Google Ads specific number. Let's name it Google Ads click to call. Number features are the same. We have to let person who picks up the phone where the call is coming from, and we have to, if there is no notification or recording message, we have to let clients know that we're recording the call. Activate the tracking number. So it's all set. So we have, after that, we have to have this situation here, right? One website pool and one click to call number. So then we go here, call rail pool created, check. Call rail click to call created, check. The next one will be integration setup, destination number tested, check.
For APS, right?
Say again?
That one for APS, isn't it? The checklist.
Say again?
We just set up APS.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're right.
It's all right.
You're right. I'm going in the wrong thing. All right, so we have call rail pool created, click to call created, all integration setup no, destination number tested, is number swapping, it is not tested yet. All right, so next ones, let's see. Okay, we don't need this anymore. All right, so next we're going to do integrations. We have to do Google Analytics integration for Google Ads, JavaScript snippet. Those are three most important integrations.
Gotcha.
To add JavaScript snippet, we go to, that's a main one, right? Because for this whole thing to work, we need to add script to, Google Tag Manager. So we go to Google Tag Manager. Then we have we look for the Tag Manager by GTM, so we don't make any mistakes. By GTM ID, right? So we have this one, this container code. So the container code is not doesn't have anything set up yet. So I have a template to set up all tags. The template I will send to you. So we have a couple things. So yes, here there is no option to import container. Means that I do not have enough access level to manage this specific container. So we go to container settings and make sure that we able to edit the container code. I think I forgot to press the save button. Let's see. No, okay. So I have publish access level. Now we're going to refresh. Import container. That's like a template where you have most important tags already preset. So, you know, it makes your life easier. This container file, container template, I will share with you. So we import the container JSON, existing workplace, default workplace, override, confirm. This is just for initial setup, so do not use it for any consecutive setups. So we have here, you know, that's a template, right? So there's some stuff that you're not gonna need. You like, you know, this one I explain later. Facebook we don't run, so pause those codes for now. Call rail. You see, just click on the call rail. This is a code that you have to insert for integration. So we go back to call rail, JavaScript snippet, scroll to the JavaScript snippet, copy it to clipboard, insert into GTM. The rest is set up. So you basically, you saw how it was. You see this XXX, you delete this and insert the script here for call rail. Make sense so far?
Makes sense so far.
Save. Now, okay, so we're gonna come back to this later because there are a lot of stuff set up here, but let's stick to call rail. So this completed. Then we go to integrations, Google Analytics. This is our website. The heck is that? He just added the whole.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
You added. No, yeah, just the idea is to keep it really simple.
Just that
so
one.
Yeah, we just need the domain name. That's
Okay.
So we want to keep the spreadsheet minimalistic. So we get the domain name from here.
And every landing page has like the same tag manager.
Yeah, so a system cannot identify which analytics ID there, right? Because we didn't populate analytics ID in GTM yet. So we have to enter it manually. So this is our. Okay, so we didn't create an analytics yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, let's do analytics. Analytics. So we go to Smash. Okay. So make sure that we encode the account, create the property. Property name will be domain name without HTTPS or any slashes. East Coast, New York time. Next. This is just BS for the Google, not relevant, but let's put it health. Next. Generate leads. This is just like Google collects data for their purposes, so it's not relevant. So here we insert domain name. We say web, right? Because there's a website, so we put web. Nothing else is going to be here ever, unless we do some sort of app installation or IS installation, which never happens. So always web, always naked domain name without HTTPS and slashes. Create stream. Now here automatically will be pop-up installation instructions. We don't need this bullshit. We don't need that. All we need is this measurement ID. So we go to the page, paste measurement ID, right? So next important piece of information for integration, we need measurement protocol API secret, that's for the call rail. On the same page where you got the measurement ID, you go here, have to press review terms, acknowledge that you're not going to steal any personal data, create, call it call rail, create. That's the code that you need here. You're gonna need it only once for call rail integration, so you don't need to really save it anywhere. So copy, go to call rail, insert the API secret that we just created is here, right? And then you need ID, right? ID we populated in our spreadsheet. Go back to call rail, okay, here. So everything else remains the same, activate. Now, important piece of, Go Analytics integrated now, that's it. Now we need integration with Google Ads. That's super easy. You just go here, you log into Google Ads account, allow integration. And hopefully, eventually, someday, you're going to see list of the accounts. So that's a list of the accounts. We have APS. No, what was the name? APS Institute, right? Why we don't see it? APS. It's not popping up. What was the name of the account in Google? Let's see.
Should be APS. Oh, it was yeah, it was a different name.
Okay, so if it doesn't work, this way we have this ID here.
Yeah, show that. Yeah, Aesthetics and Plastic Surgery Institute.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see. Boom. RS. Aesthetic Plastic Surgery. Here we go. Keep the same, rest the same for now. Activate. So we have two integrations. JavaScript. In order for JavaScript to start working, we have to publish our Google Tag Manager. For Google Tag Manager to be published, we need to do a couple more pieces of work here. So first we have to go to variables and update our from all this stuff. So far we have our only GA4 ID. Right? Whenever we have XXX, you just go here. This is our GA4 ID. We populated in Google Tag Manager. Save. Then we have our Google Ads ID right here. Google Ads ID is coming from Google Ads account. Yeah, okay. And so you go to conversions, tools and setting, conversions, get to any conversion event that you have here. Let's see. You know, that's some genius installed those conversion events, but let's make it work. Okay, let's go into this one. So I know it's automated installation. Okay.
So we already added, or?
No, it's just idiotic setup. Okay, let's set up the conversion. So that's going to be a separate task, separate from call integration. Let's do it anyway. So we have to set up our conversion events. To set up our conversion events, we need to track the form submissions on landing pages, right? So we're going to have to add new conversion, go to tools and setting, add new conversion action. Website domain. Here. Where is this? Here. Website domain scan. Yeah, this is like flow for the automated setup. Automated setup is stupid. So, but unfortunately, there is no way to skip it. So you have to paste the domain name and then go, instead of automated setup, you click on add conversion action manually. For the main conversion event that we're always gonna have is submit lead form, right? Submit lead form submit as a name. Do not use value. Count only one conversion. So if person submits multiple forms, you only count one, right? Because you don't want to track all the form submission. We need to track users who submitted the form, right? Make sense?
Yep, makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this thing is done. Now, agree, continue. All right, so we need you'll be using Google Tag Manager to set up. So the Google Ads conversion ID is this number here. Is do we populate it here? So it's a Google Ads conversion. It's an important piece of information that we use in a lot of stuff, right? So this is this number here, conversion ID. Not to be confused with Google Ads account ID, right?
Yes.
Google Ads account ID always have dashes. This one doesn't have dashes. The Google Ads form submit label is this number here. So Google Ads conversion ID is always the same for the entire account, but you might want to create different conversions, and they are being differentiated by this number here, label, conversion label, right? Right?
Okay, got it.
Okay. So conversion ID, conversion label. So these pieces of information we populated in GTM. Google Ads ID. I have to update the template because that's a little bit confusing, right? It seems like it's account ID, but in reality, that's supposed to be conversion ID. Okay. So we go here and we select this number here, conversion ID, populate it in GTM. Save, done. So here, dynamic keywords research decay, we're going to discuss this later, is for the complex setup. Facebook pixel, it's not the case. J4 we just inserted, right? Google Ads conversion ID we just inserted. User provided data, and that's automatic collection is already preset in tag. So just make sure that user defined variables are populated. Then go to tags. Now here's a very important step here. If you want to form tracking to work, we need to add the label, right? So the way it works is the variable is populated. We just updated in the variable sections, right? So it's inserted dynamically from the variable section. And the conversion ID we have to populate. So this number is just placeholder. We need to populate and insert the correct conversion ID, right?
Gotcha.
Not conversion ID, correct conversion label, right? So this here, we delete that, go here, copy, paste.
This is the form submit label.
Yeah, done. That's it. So now our form submit setup, and now we're ready to publish Google Tag Manager. There are a couple of things here too. Google Analytics J4. That's inserted from variable that we just populated. So it's already done. No need to edit anything. The only thing that we have to edit in tags is call rel. Just ignore this for now. It's for more complex situations. The label, and that's it. Everything else is already pre-populated from variables, you see? So the moment you update the variables, the macro is being inserted here. You don't need to do anything here.
Got it.
Cool. Submit, publish. Okay, let's see. Let's do the check what we did. Form firing tested. No, we didn't test the form yet. All call row integration setup. Yes. numbers are swapping, we have to test. Analytics to integrate with Google Ads, no. This analytics call rel secret created, yes. Billing works and added to Google Ads, hopefully yes. Search console, we didn't do it yet. Form conversion set up properly, we have to check that. Call conversion setup, template added. Yeah, we didn't do any of those. So, all right. Is good for now? You want to continue to all the check marks?
Yeah, might as well.
More check marks. Okay, so let's do here. Let's go back. So next step, let's finish with call rel. So in call rel, we need. Let's see the call rel task. So we need to make sure that numbers are swapping, right? So we have to go to page, right? It's hard to see, but you see, it's the numbers is when you refresh, the one number is appearing and then another number is being swapped, right?
Okay.
You see it?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you want to be completely sure that it's been swapped, you're going to, sometimes it's swapping too fast and it's hard to notice. So you go here and then you open incognito window and you go again to the same website. So since we're supposed to see different numbers for different user sessions, we're supposed to have different numbers in incognito mode and in the non-incognito mode, you see?
Gotcha.
Different numbers. So numbers are swapping. Check. Numbers are swapping, check. Form firing tested. Let's test the form firing. So for that we have to go again to the best way to do it would be through the preview. So we go back to Google Tag Manager, click preview, paste our domain name, then it's going to the GTM goes into preview mode and it opens the website through the preview mode, right?
Got it.
So that's your preview dashboard that shows which tags are being fired and on which events, right? So when page is going through the load situation, when page is loading, there are a sequence of events that happens, right? You have initialization, DOM, and window loaded, right? And it shows you what's happening, which tags are being loaded on the page. Now, the most important for us is to test the form that it's actually working. So we have to fill out the form in preview mode. Test, so whatever number, and then email, test, whatever. What a shitty landing page, Jesus Christ, huh?
Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah, I'll talk later to the freaking. So the page is being loaded. It redirects to the thank you page. We go to Tag Assistant. You see, this is our initial page load. This is our secondary page load. So here on this page load, we have to see which tags are firing. So we need to make sure that on thank you page, Google Ads conversion tracking form submit is actually firing, right? So it is firing. So that works. We check our form firing tested. Next one.
Gotcha.
Analytics integrated to Google Ads. That's analytics task. So we go to Google Analytics. Continue home, go to the page. Go to admin. While you are, make sure that you're on the right property. That's a common mistake to make. Is you've somehow ended up on different property, and then so you have to make sure that in the top left corner you have the correct domain name. Here you have correct domain name. And then here you scroll down and go to Google Ads links. Link, account. Sometimes takes a while to load. So then you have to choose the account. Yes. We have ours. This is just question of clicking the next and submit. Super easy. No need to adjust any settings. That's it. Make sure that the account is populated here. We're good. We're not gonna need analytics anymore, so we can close this window. None. Then we mark that this has been done. Analytics integrated with Google Ads. Check. Okay, so next one, Search Console verified and linked. All right, so this is a Search Console task. We go to Search Console. So here is a Search Console link here in Notes, right? So you just copy this link and go to Search Console. So add property. This is our domain name. They're going to be URL. We do not have a domain in most cases, so it has to be with URL prefix. So we have that, and then it hopefully will be verified. If GTM installed correctly, the property will be verified. If GTM is not installed correctly, then it's going to be paying us. So you need to add two properties, one HTTPS and one HTTP. Right? So
okay.
you have to do it twice. First time you paste SREs, and second time you go here and delete HTTP. Delete HTTPS and HTTPS, right? So
Gotcha.
That's it. Search Console setup. Now we have to, right after that, we need to link our Google Ads. We have to go back to Google Ads, go to Tools and Setting, linked accounts, and we have to link up our Search Console. Details, plus, and then link up. You see, if you try to paste the prefix, is going to show you the error. So you have to put a naked domain name, link website. That's it. We're all set. Search Console we don't need. Let's do the check marks. What else? Console verified and link done. Form conversion set up properly. We just tested it. We're going to go to the website, go to the Google Ads again, and look at our conversion data. Let's see what's going on here. So there are a couple things here that's important. So remember, we integrated CallRail with Google Ads. The CallRail passes calls, form submission, and text messages as conversion to Google Ads during the integration. So we ended up tracking forms manually through GTM, and there is a form capture that's imported from CallRail. So after we set up the CallRail integration, you're going to see typically 3 events, right? Three conversion events here. Form capture imported from clicks. Well, this, what the heck is that? Wait. Oh, they have another CallRail integration here. Well, this is not ours. Here in this phone call, this is another one imported from clicks. So we don't need to track form submit twice, right? But it's nice to have it as a backup. So we have to make sure that website import from clicks is not a primary conversion for optimization, right? Otherwise, we have 2 conversions for optimization. So we go to form capture. That's a call rel imported goal. Go here. Do not use value. And what is it? It's secondary action. So it's not the system is not optimized to two form submission instead of one, right? Right? Make sense or not really?
Two form submissions instead of one, you're saying?
Yeah, you see, this is the form submit that's imported from CallRail. This is the form. Oh, wait a second. This is a form submit that import. Form capture is a form submission that is imported from CallRail, and this is the form submissions that is manually the one. Yeah, the one that just we created. Yeah, the one that we just created in GTM, right?
Gotcha.
So we don't need to track form submission twice. So the form capture from CallRail, we put it in as a secondary, right?
Okay. So if that one fails, the other one goes to the CallRail.
Well, it's not being used for optimization at all. It's just as a backup for the data.
Yes, yeah.
It's good to have secondary conversion tracking situation. If we have some issues here, we can look at the data from other one and kind of see what's wrong.
Okay.
We have form submit. We have calls from ads. That's calls from ads that when people click directly. That we can leave it as a primary action. That's fine. Then we have this crop. I don't know what the heck is that. It's probably client set up themselves, so we don't need. We just put it. Do not remove it. Just put it as a secondary. Okay. And then we have what page stuff is idiotic setup. So we just put it also in secondary already. And this is important one. This is phone call that is being imported from CallRail. So let's make it nice. So it's going to be goal optimization. So it's going to be our qualified lead, primary action, and we can count only one. So no matter how many times person calls, it's counted only one conversion. Right? 90 days. Good. Done. Okay. So conversions are tested. We tested the form. We looked at the conversion situation. We make sure that we have only we have only three primary conversions. We need to have one form submission as a primary conversion, one calls from ads, and one phone call, which is phone call from the website, which is imported from CallRail. So three primary conversions typically only. Okay, form submission, form conversion set up properly, check. Call conversion set up, check. Tracking template added. Okay, so this is in settings of the account. So we need to, in the notes, there is a tracking template here. So we copy, we go back to Google Ads account, settings, and then to account settings. All right, so see here we have to populate all the stuff. So let's see. I just put my name here. That's fine. You can put your name. That's not a problem. No, that's not a big deal. It's just Google will call it. Okay. Auto tagging is enabled. What the heck is that shit here? Okay, client already has some sort of template here. Let's just make sure that keyword is in template. Okay, so I don't know what the heck is that, but it's not what we need. So we do this, delete this, and paste this. So we just you see what I did? I just copied it from notes and pasted it here, right?
Got it.
Okay. And pasted it into the Google Tag Manager, Google Ad account settings. That's it. Tracking done. Okay, so on the calls we have call rel, yes. Negative keywords not applicable. Okay, so the auto apply settings is kind of important. You always have the same kind of situation here. So this is what you allow machine to do when, you know, machine can automatically edit your account. So you're basically telling her what can be done, right? So we always need optimize ad rotation, remove redundant keywords, remove no certain keywords, yes. Upgrade conversion tracking, yes. We can add impression share, maximize click and maximize conversions, and add store visits to account as a default goal. Usually you don't need ever anything else. And some of these features you have to be really careful because they can destroy account, like the Google search partners. If you allow a machine to edit search partners, account will go out of the window. Like add new keywords, broad match keyword, display expansion. This is big no-no.
Got it.
And it's critical. You know, you press the wrong check mark. Like for example, here used optimized targeting, account will just be gone, right? Because the machine will automatically adjust the targeting settings. You know, the goal of the machine is to allocate the existing budget and spend all the money, right? Our
Yes.
goal is to generate quality leads. So you have to be really careful with those settings and not to mark check marks that are not applicable. So again, use optimized targeting, use optimized ad rotation, yes. Redundant keywords, non-serving keywords, yes. Upgrade your conversion tracking, yes. Target impression, maximize clicks, maximize conversion, and store visits. That's it, nothing else.
Got it.
Okay, saved. Then go back to settings, account settings. What else we got? Okay, auto apply we did. Then we have to do some, you know, it's basically it generates audiences from your conversion list. That's good to enable. Now another important thing to do is go to tools and settings, to your conversions, to your conversion settings, and do a couple maintenance tasks here. View through conversion enabled, calls from ads. This is how your call from ads is being recorded. So it has to be your calls from ads event. User data accepted. It typically not filled out, but you know that client did it themselves. So this is why it's already filled out. Enhance conversion, turn it on, select option, Google Tag Manager. We only use Google Tag Manager for tagging. There are going to be no other options there. Again, Google Tag Manager. Here on enhanced conversion setup, we use Google Tag Manager. Check. That's it, we all set. So we go back to here, tracking template added. Check. Account settings is adjusted. That's what we just did, right? We went over these account settings and we adjusted the account settings, right?
Okay.
So account settings adjusted. Account settings, you go here to setting on the all campaigns. You go to settings, account settings, right? And we just did that, right?
Yes.
And then
yeah.
another part of it is go to tools and settings, conversions, and another settings, right? And we just did that. Boom, 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 done. So account settings are adjusted, check. Auto apply settings, we just did, right?
Auto apply settings were the things you put up with the Google Tag Manager, right? On like after we did all the check marks.
No, it has nothing to do with Google Tag Manager. This is in you can find it in account settings, and this here is your auto apply settings.
That's our auto
right?
apply. Okay. It was in this.
you can go to Go Auto Apply, and remember this is critical, not enable anything that is not that's enabled right now. Otherwise, you're going to destroy the account.
Got it.
Okay, and then what else? So Auto Apply settings adjusted. Google Ads tracking number setup. So that's the number that we created in CallRail, right? We go to tracking, we have these numbers here, right? So the tracking number, Google Ads click to call tracking number, this is the one here. We copy it. We go to the other account. Ads, assets. So this is ads, assets, and then you go to call. And here you have some number, whatever. It's already pre-populated by the client, but typically you have to, it's a new account, you just have to press the add button, plus button. But if there is something already there, the correct tracking number is populated.
Okay.
You make sure that the correct event, and this is like, you see, when you're working with somebody else's setups, it's already idiotic. You see, they created 2 calls from ads, 2 call locals on record. You don't even know which one is supposed to be, right? So it's like error prone, and they name it 2 conversion events with the same name. Idiotic. So here you just use account setting calls from ads. Here, boom, done. Save. All right, so that has been done. Check. That's it. And then additional is here too. It is ready to go. That's it. And just we have to take this profile and add it to the maintenance spreadsheet.
Okay.
Right. So we go here. We go here. And go somewhere on the bottom. Insert a row, and then paste the data wherever it's applicable to this budget. $10,000 budget. Maximize conversion, I guess. And then we can just do this. We can add those tasks here. We can do some easier way to do this. So we have to do the display remarketing, manual checkout, forms, qualified. You just basically add, populate this, everything is populated here, right? To-dos, right? Logo name. Is account verified? Do you know?
This one, no.
Advertiser verification.
No, verification's next. Oh, they're verified already?
No, they're verified. Yeah, the client verified it. So no account verification. Logo name inserted. Let's see. Assets. Business name. Business logo. Not yet. Okay, so business logo and name. Added. Privacy policy. Probably not. Let's see. Privacy policy. So it should be here on the bottom. So that's on to do. And then this is here is the email contact for the customer. Which one is it? This one. Yeah, boom. So I inserted, it just for my notes, but when I insert it, I don't put it in yellow, right? It means that I didn't do anything with that. And when I actually added to call rail, and create lead form, I put it in yellow. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So this is kind of like to do, and this one is already done basically. The yellow one's already done, and the white one's in to do. Yeah, that's it. Account is ready to go. We can stop
Awesome.
recording. Hopefully it's gonna